I will help you understand the next steps you need to take if you are a registered taxpayer under the State VAT Department. The Goods and Services Tax Act will be applicable in the country effective on the appointed date. Before this date, all the registered taxpayers under the Central Excise, Service Tax, State Sales Tax or VAT, Entry Tax, Luxury Tax and Entertainment Tax need to enroll at the GST Common Portal. To begin with, the State VAT Department will be communicating the provisional ID and password to registered taxpayers with the VAT Department. You now need to visit the GST Common Portal available at www.gst.gov.in and use this provisional ID and password to create your username and password for accessing the portal. But be careful. Don't share your credentials, that is, your provisional ID, username or password with anyone. Let us now understand the enrollment process in detail.
The enrollment process for issuance of provisional ID is different for existing taxpayers registered with the VAT Department and existing taxpayers registered under other tax systems but not with the VAT Department. To begin with, the State VAT Department will be sharing the provisional ID with taxpayers registered with the VAT Department. The taxpayers registered with other tax departments and not under VAT Department will be shared the provisional ID at a later date. The state-wise schedule for enrollment with GST is available at the GST Common Portal. One provisional ID will be applicable for all taxes merging into GST. Now, let's take a look at the enrollment process for issuance of provisional ID to a taxpayer who is already registered with the State VAT Department. First of all, the respective State VAT Department will be communicating the provisional ID and password to respective registered taxpayer. In case you are a registered taxpayer with the State VAT Department and you have not received your provisional ID or password, contact your State VAT Department. Now, if you are a registered taxpayer with the State VAT Department, you need to access the GST Common Portal and create your unique username and new password using the provisional ID and password communicated to you. Next, log in to the GST Common Portal with your newly created username and password. Fill the enrollment application and provide business details to the GSTN. Filling some fields is mandatory. Verify the details in the enrollment application that are already available and auto-populated from the State VAT system. Attach the mandatory documents as specified in the enrollment application. Sign the enrollment application electronically by affixing your Digital Signature Certificate (DSC) or e-sign. DSC is mandatory for companies and limited liability partnerships (LLPs). Submit the enrollment application. Once the enrollment application is electronically signed and submitted, the details provided by you will be verified by the GST system. If all details are found satisfactory, an application reference number (ARN) will be issued. This status of the provisional ID will be changed to migrated till appointed date, that is date of implementation of the GST Act. On appointed date, the status of your provisional ID will change to the active status and a provisional registration certificate will be issued to every registered taxpayer. You will then be able to utilize services available at the GST Common Portal, like filing your returns and making GST payments. Next, let us learn more about electronically signing the enrollment application and the various provisional ID statuses. After you verify the enrollment application, you need to electronically sign the application. There are two options to electronically sign the application. You can e-sign or sign using a digital signature certificate. You can e-sign only if Aadhaar details of the authorized signatory are provided in the Authorized Signatory tab of the enrollment application. Electronic signature is optional. In case of companies or limited liability partnership, it is mandatory to sign the application electronically using the digital signature certificate. Now let's look at the various statuses of provisional ID. They are provisional, provisional pending signature, migrated, active, and suspended. The initial status of the provisional ID that will be communicated to you before the appointed date is going to be marked as provisional. Once you save the GST enrollment application with all mandatory fields without signing the application, the status will change to provisional pending signature. On submitting the enrollment application with electronic signature, the status will change to migrated. On the appointed date, all the provisional ID in the migrated status will change to active. After 6 months from the appointed date, all provisional IDs that are not electronically signed will be suspended. Within 6 months from the appointed date, the final registration certificate will be issued to those who electronically sign the completed enrollment application, and the same is verified by the proper officer.
The process for enrollment. Before you create username and password for the GST Common Portal, you need to have a valid email address and mobile phone number. You will be sent a one-time password OTP on your email address and another OTP on your mobile phone number. You will be required to enter these OTPs during creation of username and password.
Now, let's learn to register a digital signature certificate. Before registering the digital signature certificate in the Authorized Signatory tab page, enter the details of all the authorized signatories. Once your digital signature certificate is registered, you may also need to update a digital signature certificate. You will need to update the digital signature certificate if it is expired. For the purpose of this demonstration, some of the fields are filled for you. Log in to the GST Common Portal with valid credentials. Make sure your system meets the system requirements as listed in the GST Common Portal. Under the dashboard menu, click the Register or Update DSC command. The Registered Digital Signature Certificate page is displayed. To register DSC, you need to download and install the DSC Client Installer from the DSC registration page of the GST Common Portal. You also need to ensure that the DSC is installed or attached to your computer. In the PAN of Authorized Signatory drop-down list, select the PAN of the authorized signatory that you want to register. Select the I have downloaded and installed the signer checkbox. Click the Proceed button. Navigate and select the certificate. Click the Sign button. the permanent account number PAN attached to the selected DSC will be validated against the PAN of the authorized signatory registered with the GST Common Portal. The message, "Your DSC has been successfully registered," is displayed. In case the PAN of the DSC and the PAN associated with your provisional ID do not match, the message, "PAN details do not match, kindly upload a valid DSC," is displayed. The enrollment application has multiple tabs that you need to fill, verify, and finally submit the application. However, when you fill the enrollment application, some of the details such as legal name of business as per permanent account number PAN, legal name of business as per current tax act, PAN of the business, state, and ward, circle, sector will be auto-populated. You will not be able to edit these details. These details have been migrated from the state VAT system. Once you verify the enrollment application, it will be assumed that the details migrated from the VAT system are correct and you will be registered with the same details in the GST system. Note, all fields that are marked with a red sign are mandatory to be filled. Now, let's learn to fill the enrollment application. For the purpose of this demonstration, some of the fields are filled for you. The enrollment application is displayed after you log in to the GST Common Portal. The enrollment application has multiple tabs. Fill details in each tab. In the Business Details tab page, enter the details related to your business. Notice the 5 fields are auto-populated. Legal name of business as per PAN, legal name of business as per current tax act, PAN of the business, state, and ward, circle, sector. In the constitution of business and ward, circle, sector number drop-down list, select the relevant option. You can refer the registration certificate issued by the State VAT Department to fill these details. Enter the details of your existing registration details like State VAT registration, Central Excise, and Service Tax registration. Click the Add button to add the registration details to your enrollment application. Navigate and upload the relevant proof of constitution of business. Click the Save and Continue button. In the Promoter or Partners tab page, enter the details of your stakeholders including PAN details. Navigate and upload the photograph of the stakeholder. Select the Also Authorized Signatory option in case details entered here are of primary authorized signatory. Click the Save and Continue button. In the Authorized Signatory tab page, enter the details of all the authorized signatories. Remember to select the primary authorized signatory option when you are entering the details of the primary authorized signatory. Navigate and upload the relevant proof of appointment and photograph of the authorized signatory. Click the Save and Continue button. In the Principal Place of Business tab page, enter the details of the principal place of business. Navigate and upload the relevant proof of principal place of business. Select the nature of business activity being carried out at the principal place of business. Click the Save and Continue button. Similarly, in the Additional Place of Business tab page, enter the details of the additional place of business. In the Goods and Services tab page, enter the HSN code of the goods and commodities your business deals with. In case you are dealing with services, enter the SAC code of the services offered by your business. Click the Save and Continue button. In the Bank Accounts tab page, enter the details of the bank accounts used for the purpose of carrying out business transactions. To search for IFSC code of your bank, click the Here link. Navigate and upload the documents related to your bank account. Click the Save and Continue button. In the Verification tab page, select the Verification checkbox. Select the authorized signatory from the drop-down list. Enter the place of your principal place of business. Click the Submit with DSC button to navigate and select the DSC and electronically sign the enrollment application using DSC. In case your DSC is not registered, you will need to register DSC using the dashboard Register or Update DSC command. Once your application is successfully submitted, a unique application reference number ARN is generated. Note this ARN for future correspondence. Your application is successfully submitted. You will receive a notification with unique application reference number on your registered email address and mobile phone number. In this course, you learned that the respective state VAT department has communicated the provisional ID to every registered taxpayer. In case you are a registered taxpayer with the state VAT department and you have not received your provisional ID or password, you need to contact your state VAT department. If you are a registered taxpayer with the state VAT department, you need to access the GST Common Portal and create your username and password using the provisional ID and password communicated to you. Next, you need to log in to the GST Common Portal with your newly created username and password. Register your digital signature certificate with the GST Common Portal. Fill the enrollment application. Attach the mandatory documents. Electronically sign the enrollment application. Submit the enrollment application. ARN will be issued to you in migrated status. The status of provisional ID will change to active on the appointed date. Thank you.